if you want to be good at something, you have to be willing to be bad at it first. That's kind of the motto of my life. Almost everything I've done that I'm good at, I had to be bad at it first. And it's not much fun. But I didn't realize this till later in life. When I was younger, I played basketball. I wasn't very good at the dribbling part or the shooting part. I couldn't run very fast. But did I let that stop me from continuing to play, continuing to get better? Yes. And I quit. Then I went on to soccer. I figure, well, you don't have to dribble the ball, you kick it. And the place you kick it into is much bigger than that little bitty hoop. So I played soccer. And I realized I wasn't very good at kicking the ball. I couldn't run very fast. And in fact, sometimes I did better for the opposing team than I did for myself. Now, do you think I let the fact that I wasn't very good at soccer stop me from working hard and getting better? Yes, I did. And I quit soccer too. Notice I didn't realize till later in life you have to be bad first to be good second. Then I went to baseball. Remember baseball? And I would go to hit. I struck out all the time. And I played outfield. I couldn't catch very well. Every time the ball would get hit, I'd run into it, and I could never gauge where it was going to go. I wasn't the greatest at baseball. But did I let that stop me from getting better at baseball and continuing to work hard and become a good baseball player to this day? Yes, I did, and I quit baseball too. And then ice hockey came. Ice hockey, I was bad at ice hockey. Not only was I bad, I couldn't stick handle, I couldn't shoot. I couldn't even skate. I would fall, couldn't keep my balance. It was horrible. But did I let that stop me? Did I let that keep me from getting better at ice hockey? No, I didn't. And I kept playing ice hockey. And I played to this day. I've played it since I was 12 years old. That's when I realized you have to be willing to be bad at something first if you want to be good at it. I didn't realize until college how bad of a public speaker I was. I remember I was doing an event with my fraternity. There was about 60 people in the audience. And I thought I was going to get to show up, and I was just going to be a wallflower. Some other guys were going to talk. Well, listen, these other guys who were supposed to talk, they didn't show up. And then I have to talk in front of a group of 60 people. And I'm freaking out. I'm thinking, I've just been told I have 5 minutes, and I have to talk. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, I need something to talk about. A clean pair of underwear. And the location of the closest emergency exit. I felt like I was in a scary movie being chased by a monster trying to kill me. In fact, I would have rather been in a scary movie being chased by a monster trying to kill me. But I found a trick. I found a trick that helped me get better at public speaking. And I use it to this day. Every time I speak, I picture everyone in their underwear. I'm just joking, I don't do that. I tried it, but I remember when I tried it, I was nervous and then distracted. And it didn't really help me. But I continued on with public speaking because I knew if I was bad, eventually I could get better over here. So I stuck with Toastmasters and I got a little better over time. And then I've decided my whole life I've been a bad dancer. Never could really dance. I've wanted to get better at dancing. I remember having an argument with one of my friends. He told me, he goes, Chris, he goes, if you have a heartbeat, you have rhythm and you can dance. And I said, you're wrong. And he said, no, I'm right. And I said, you're wrong. And he said, no, you can dance. And I said, enough. Turn on the music. And he turned on the music. And I began to dance for him. And he said, okay, Chris, you're right. I've lost this argument. And I said, yes, I've won this argument. Of all the arguments I've won, I don't think I want to win this one. And I've wanted to become a better dancer, so I decided I was going to be okay with being bad at first. And I was going to take salsa dancing. So I'm going to do it I'm going to get the bad phase out of the way. I went to a salsa dance class, and I show up, and I wanted to bring my girlfriend with me because she can't dance either. So I figured we'd be a good couple that looks really bad, but we're having fun. Unfortunately, she couldn't go because she had to work. And I was going to bring another girl with me, but I don't know how that would have went over. I go. I learned some of the basic moves. Well, I tried to do some of the basic moves. And then all of a sudden, it's time to pair off. And I see everyone pairing with each other. Everyone knows each other. I don't know anyone else there. And there's me and another guy that's standing there. And we're the only ones that haven't paired off. And the instructor looks at us, and he's like, I'm like, I don't understand what this means. You're pointing at us, but we're both guys. Like, come on. He's like, you two dance. I'm like, So my first time salsa dancing, I had to actually dance with another guy, hold his hand. I mean, I've got nothing against guys. I'm a guy. I just don't want to dance with a guy. After that, then I got to dance with girls. And since then, I've only danced with girls, no more dancing with guys. And I've gotten a little bit better. I started doing jiu-jitsu, and I've been horrible at jiu-jitsu. The purpose of jiu-jitsu is you get someone on the ground and you try to submit them, make them tap out. I remember, if you would have seen me the first few times I went to jiu-jitsu, you would have seen and you know what that sound was? Me tapping out because I'm getting submitted so much. That's how bad I was. I realized I've got to be bad first to be a little bit better later. So just think about my experiences. Next time you want to do something, it's okay to be bad first because eventually you'll get better. It just takes time. So the next time you want to do something, just remember, it's okay to be bad at first because you'll be good later. Mr. Contest Master.
Thank you, Chris, for your speech. And again, we'll give the judges